Chess friends, you might blunder your knight or bishop in your chess games. When you blunder, it's become very difficult to win or draw the game. And our today's game, I have knight odds against world champion Magnus Carlsen. Besides the game, I and Magnus will share chess strategies and tactics which is played in the game. So, let's go. I stated with e4, we have e5 in knight, rook or something queen odds game. You have to put your bishop in a good place, bring your knight and queen, try to make a stable pawn structure, do not push your pawns too frequently. You can call it Botez Gambit speedrun game, where the high-rated player sacrifices his piece in the opening in front of low-rated player to get material disadvantages, then they play normally. Hikari used to make double fumetto opening, make his pawn structure very passive, which is called defensive structure, bishop here, and so on. But my opponent is not low-rated player, he is Magnus Carlsen. I played standard opening, e5, knight f3, Magnus here chose to play d5, rather than taking the pawn and get active his queen. I played knight takes e5, d takes e4, bishop develops on c4, targeting this. You might think why not he plays bishop e6, but if it happen then takes, queen h5 check, g6 by him, knight takes g6, if takes then queen takes rook, two minor pieces for a rook, and your g pawn is little bad. So, in this position, Magnus played best move knight h7, queen goes to h5, threatening queen takes mate. If you try to play g6, then knight takes g6 will be played, f takes pawn, then queen check, targeting the rook, again, two pieces for a rook, give it to me. Stockfish can manage this position. So, back to the position, Magnus here played queen e7, I played d4, threatening to take the knight with my bishop. I want to do castle, then rook involve on e-file, and you know what, I pushed my pawn to square, he can take it by en passant, which he did in the game. Magnus is my subscriber, he always listened to me. Pawn takes pawn was a wrong move, best was to bring the knight. You might think, Stockfish gonna take the knight, but if I try to take the knight, then he will push the g-pawn. You have to protect the knight, f6, then queen back to e3, I mean this position is worst for white have no attacks. So, in this position, I played castle first, g6 by him, queen back to f3, you might think black can take the free knight, because rook e1 is not a threat, but if queen takes knight happen, then bishop takes knight, queen here, then white will play rook check, bishop blocks, queen slides rook here, rook up to e5, queen backs, white queen comes, and this position is devastating for you. So, here Magnus didn't take the knight, can black play bishop e6? Try to block the rook e1 potential attack, let's take a look, bishop to e6, then queen b6, which planet are you from? Magnus played bishop g7, bishop comes to g5, you can't take the bishop, if takes, then queen takes check, king here, takes. Targeting this I mean your king position will be bad, and after rook exchange, it will be a draw, according to my 100 depth thinking brain. So, in this position, what should Magnus play? Queen on d6, then queen takes f7 will be checkmate. So, here Magnus find best move, queen takes knight, rook goes e1, knight comes on d7, rather than taking the queen I played bishop takes knight first. If you dare to take the bishop, then queen takes f7 check, king here, takes, queen f6 check, and you will lose your best friend for your own craving, and life will be very taut for you. So, back to the position, Magnus didn't carved, he appropriate his best friend, rook takes queen, knight takes, rook and bishop for a queen. I played queen f4, bishop takes, the knight is targeting the bishop, so I take the knight first. Black have some advantages, but I can manage it, because he is a human. D takes c2, queen on c3, bishop goes to f5, very good bishops here, pressuring on cd diagonal, pawn is ready to promote, bishop b3, pawn promotes, I take the queen with rook, bishop takes, queen takes c1. Okay, this position is quite good, you should make a pawn rooks and bishop structure to defeat me, but you can't because I am Stockfish. He played c6, queen goes to f4, rook comes to e8, h4, creating square for my king. You might think, Magnus can save his bishop by playing bishop f7, but it's not so simple, because if bishop c7 happen, then king g3, rook backs, pawn takes, take the pawn, otherwise lose your bishop, takes, queen check, and you will lose your rook. I have queen and bishop, so I will win the game easily. So, in this position, he didn't play this move, he takes the pawn. Wish you all the best, thanks for watching, subscribe for more. Bye bye, take care, see you in my next video.